Free samples are one of life's absolute joys, but if they're the only things you're getting for free at your local supermarket, you're not taking full advantage. Make sure you get these complimentary services too. Specialists within grocery stores such as butchers, fishmongers, and florists are all equipped to help you with essential tasks, and they'll do a lot of it for free. But first, let's steer back to samples for a second. You may think free samples only stop at one.
Excuse me, ma'am? Are you gonna pay for that?
I wasn't planning on it.
I didn't think so.
But that's not true everywhere. Reader's Digest notes that Costco's official company policy is unlimited free samples. Employees are not allowed to stop you from eating their fare, although you probably will want to limit yourself out of politeness. At Sam's Club, you're likely to find more free samples if you go at a busy time like on a weekend. They've also offered double free samples during the holidays. Once you've satisfied your sample craving, swing by the butcher's department. Not every grocery has a full butchery, but those that do will often prepare meat to your specifications at no extra charge. Trimming meat yourself can be a huge pain, and you can end up wasting food. For example, removing the silver skin on beef and pork is essential before cooking because, as Cuisine at Home explains, it is composed of tough connective tissues. If you're not careful, you could end up removing a lot of valuable meat with it. A butcher is better prepared to handle the task, so consider asking next time. USA Today also mentions that butchers can break down large cuts of meat, like dividing a chuck roast into stew-sized pieces. The butcher can also help with poultry. Let's say you want to make fried chicken. Each part of the chicken fries at a different rate, so you definitely don't want to drop the whole bird in the oil. You have to separate it into pieces. The University of Minnesota Guide to Butchering Poultry notes that you must carefully cut between the joints at just the right spot. If you miss the mark, you could cut into the bone, potentially damaging your knife or leaving bone fragments in the meat. USA Today recommends having your butcher take care of this task. Just ask them to quarter your chicken. Prepping a fish for the kitchen can present an even bigger challenge because it calls for special tools. BBC Good Food notes that in addition to a large knife and kitchen shears, you need a fish filleting knife and a pair of tweezers or pliers to remove the tiny bones. Descaling the fish is another pain in the neck, as well as quite messy. It generates such a huge mess that the Los Angeles Times actually recommends cleaning fish inside a garbage bag if you want to do it at home. You can bypass all that trouble by asking your grocer's fishmonger to fillet the fish for you. USA Today notes that freshly cut fillets of fish are preferable compared to those that have been sitting in a cold case for who knows how long. The fishmonger also has your back when it comes to storing seafood. Serious Eats explains that the best way to keep fish fresh is to place it in the fridge atop ice blocks. If you don't have ice blocks, ask the fishmonger for a bag of crushed ice. They always have some on hand and are usually happy to give it out for free. The butcher can help you out one other way too. The Takeout notes that many butchers offer knife sharpening services if you ask.
Chefs, we gotta sharpen our knives when we get a sec.
Working with dull blades is both ineffective and dangerous, but sharpening knives on your own requires special equipment that you may not have access to. If you want to bring your knives to the butcher for sharpening, Lifehacker recommends going early in the morning before they get too busy. Or you can leave your knives with the butcher overnight and pick them up the next day. Also, be sure to swing by the florist section. It may seem like supermarkets only sell pre-made bouquets, but that's not the case. USA Today explains that a supermarket florist can arrange a bouquet for you, typically at no extra charge. If you need some flowers to say just the right thing, it's best to have an expert handle the presentation instead of grabbing an arrangement willy-nilly. One last service to mention is free pickup. The Penny Hoarder notes that major grocery chains including Walmart, Albertsons, Kroger, and Whole Foods let you order your groceries ahead of time and pick them up for no additional charge.